welcome to the Red Men TV. It's the player ratings time. After Liverpool win the FA Cup on penalties, 0-0 again against Chelsea at Wembley, and once again Liverpool come out in top on the shootout. It's a different goalkeeper, it's a different set of penalty takers, of course, but the end result is pretty much the same. Liverpool walk away with a shiny new trophy and loads of medals, and Chelsea walk away with zilcho, nada, nout. Right, then I'm about to rate every single one of these amazing players in red and in green as well. But before I do that, I want you guys to vote for your man of the match. Who was Liverpool's best player in that final? Some really, really good obvious shouts as well. Maybe some other ones who you think were better than others. Let me know. To do that, you need to use the live chat right this second. If you're watching this live, use the live chat now. Exclamation mark, the word vote, V-O-T-E. Do a space and then type the number of the player which correlates to this list over here on this side of the screen. For example, if you wanted to vote for Alisson, Becker, and by the way, he's a very good choice. He's one of the options I would certainly go for. Exclamation mark, V-O-T-E, press space, press 1, hit return, and your vote will be registered. At the end of this show, producer Joe will let me know who you guys, as a collective, decided was Liverpool's best player in the game. While we do that as well, I'm going to go through now in the live chat and find out your thoughts on each of these players as well. To do that, you don't need to write vote, you don't need to write anything else. Just write the player's name, give me a rating that you think he's worth out of 10, and maybe a little explanation as well, and we'll see if you guys can help me out. Because I'll be honest, I feel like I've been on a roller coaster yet again with the Reds. They do this to us. So my memory or me thinking might be a little bit off here. So I might need some support. I've got 16 people to rate. Let's get cracking with it. Alisson, Becker. What, I mean, my heart sunk when I thought he was injured at first. I was thinking, oh no. When a collision, I was thinking maybe he's broke his leg or he's got a major shin injury. Thankfully, he was okay because Liverpool certainly needed him. He got injured, making a very, very, very good save from Alonso. Alonso's touch wasn't great, but Alisson spotted the chance. He saw that Alonso had taken a poor touch and just swarmed all over him. Very brave. Really good in terms of dealing with crosses as well. The Alonso one that hits the bar was a bit like, ooh, a little bit nervy for me, but other than that, fantastic. And then, of course, we get to the shootout and it's his save. That makes all the difference. Yeah, what a save it was, saving Mason Mount, penalty allowing Liverpool the chance to score and win, of course. I think Ali was absolutely fantastic. Let's see what you guys think he did. Jeffrey gives him a 10, 2 amazing saves in regulation and a decisive penalty save too. Steve gives him an 8.5. Michael gives him a 9. Did great on the one-on-one and saved the crucial penalty. 9s and 10s in there as well. Rob gives him an 11. Yeah, Jungle Lion Jimmy gives him a 10. We've got loads and that. We've got loads as well. If not for Alisson's penalty save first, we wouldn't have even won it. So 10. And also, I agree, the save from Alonso's fantastic. Handling brilliant. Alisson Becker gets a 10 from me. Left back Andy Robertson. Liverpool's left-back was the story of this game in general. He scored the winning penalty. It just didn't happen to be this one. It was the other one. We're very lucky to have 2 of them. I thought Robbo was up and down that wing. He was relentless. He was going on and on and on. He should have scored. Like, I know it's unlucky, I suppose, at the back post to hit the post, but I think he has to score. There's the one as well that he kind of misjudges and ends up hitting him like in the midriff. He couldn't head there. He was a bit indecisive, but he was in the right position a couple of times. So a couple of crosses as well. Defensively, pretty good overall. I thought Chelsea didn't get in too much, really, in general. I thought Robertson had a pretty good game. Let's see what you guys are thinking. Lots of 8s and 7s in there as well. He got a 9, but he should have scored, says Slaven. Yeah, I agree. I think I'm going to give him what Perry, what Samantha, what Jack, and what Laureate, I think that says, are all going to say. I am going to give Robbo and Genevieve as well, shout out to you. I'm going to give him an 8. I thought he had a decent game, but you have to, listen, you can't miss that chance, I'll be honest. I know you're left back and blah, 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 have to score. You made us go through all of that, Andy. You made us go through all of that. But, and he tired the next time as well, bless him. It was the right decision for Jürgen to take him off. Fantastic. Speaking of taking players off, I was shocked when I saw Virgil van Dijk leaving the field at one point. I was like, that never happens. Oh, dropped my pen there. Again, hopefully that wasn't an injury. I think it was just a decision that Jürgen needs to make in terms of fatigue and rest and all that kind of stuff. Fresh legs. It works out, by the way, because we'll come to Joel Matip later, but Joel was exceptional. On Van Dijk, Done very well against Lukaku overall. A couple of times Lukaku half pinned him, but Van Dijk just didn't give him a chance to turn or get anything clear away. He's always sniffing around him. Even if he couldn't win the ball, Virgil, he was always making his presence felt, which is great. Lots of aerial duels that he often wins as well. I thought he had a really, really good game. Let's have a little look what you think. We've got 9 from Jeffrey and from Amar and from Slavin as well. Andy and George have gone for 8. He looked less comfortable than usual, says Michael. Did you see that, Ross? I didn't see that, Van Dijk. Van Dijk, I thought he looked pretty comfortable overall, really. I thought he was good. Yeah, loads of 9s in the chat, and I'm going to give him a 9 as well. Thought he was really good. Partnered by Big Ibu Konaté. Another one I thought had a really, really good game in general. Overall, dominant in the air again for the most part. Used his pace when he had to. I loved the one where N'Golo Kante tries to run him. And bear in mind, N'Golo Kante was fresh within the game, really, relatively speaking. He only come on later on in the match. Big Ibu been on for the whole game at that point. And yet he still had the pace and the power and the strength to shrug Kante off. And that's no easy feat. Kante's a very strong, powerful player as well. Konaté, let's have a little look at you guys are thinking before I... 10s for Big Ibu. Okay, nice. I love the positivity. Got MSK giving him a 10. Jungle Lion Jimmy gives him a 10 as well. So does K and who else? I saw another one. Yeah, there's loads there. 8. I think 8's too low. Absolutely, he was flawless. He looked fit until the last minute as well. It's a good point that actually he did look really fit and strong. Again, he's a relatively young lad and he hasn't played too much football. But I think that's a really good point to make out. He did. He looked very fresh near the end. I think he was a touch better than Virgil. I am going to give him... Do we give him a 10, Ross, or do we give him a 9.5 for Big Evie? What do you think? Let's give him a 10, yeah. Why not? Positivity. We've just won the fucking cup, haven't we? Yeah, all you guys are saying 10s as well. I'm going along with you. Trent, I thought, stop saying Trent Alexander-Arnold can't defend. It's boring at this point. It does not exist. It is stupid. I saw people saying he didn't track his man or some of the chances Chelsea had. I didn't really see it that way. I just saw it as... He got caught up the pitch because that's kind of what he does. He's in where he's meant to be. He's where Jürgen wants him. On the cover, I thought he was brilliant. How many times is a ball being played across the box? It looks like Pulisic's going to get in or it's going to be a header or something. And who's there to stop it going in? On the cover, it was Trent. I've always thought with Trent, like in those situations, I don't think his positioning is actually 100% brilliant all the time. But he never used to have the physicality to be able to muscle players out the way if he needed to make up for perhaps being a half yard out of place. Now he's such a big, strong, athletic fella. He's learning to use his body more as well. He's filling out. He's strong. He is just like, he's a different animal compared to what he was all those, like when he first stepped into the team. He's always been amazing with the ball. The pass to Luis Diaz to set him free on that one-on-one was just out of this world. It's such a shame that obviously Diaz doesn't score because that's being talked about as one of the great FA Cup final moments. That outside the boot pass was absolutely fantastic. Loads of you guys are saying 10s for Trent. So when you vote, I'm looking at the votes, loads of you guys voted for Trent for man of the match as well. Jeffrey says, but there were 2 balls where he had no idea where Alonso was and Ali saved him. I do agree. There was a couple of times where he did get in. I don't think he didn't know where he was. I think he was just got caught out of position. He got dragged in a couple of times as well. The Alonso one in particular, Trent gets dragged over. I am going to say a 9.5 for Trent. Because I do slightly agree on some of the chances in general, but I thought he was absolutely brilliant. Jordan Henderson playing the number 6. Then let me know what your thoughts were on the captain. I thought he was brilliant. I thought Jordan had a really, really good game. I never felt like we really missed Fabinho. Of course, you're going to miss one of the best players in the world if he's not on the pitch. But Hendo was more than up for it. Winning ball back, tackles, interceptions, getting his foot in, playing the ball, dictating the pace as well. Yusuf gives him a 10, so does Jeffrey, and Jay as well. Yeah, loads of you guys feeling the Hendo love, as is Ben and J Dubs as well. Yeah, Dean. I thought Henderson had a really, really good game. Thought he was absolutely fantastic. He was brilliant as Perry, yeah. You know what? I thought both defensively and with the ball, Henderson was excellent. And again, he's another one. He didn't look that tired. At the end of the game, I never thought, oh, Endo's running on fumes. There were a few lads who I thought they are struggling. I thought Trent looked knackered at one point. Robbo did. He had to be taken off. I thought Henderson looked really, really fresh. Credit to him and his fitness regime and his body as well. I think I'm going to give him a 10. I think he ran the game. I think he had a really, really strong game. I thought he outplayed Chelsea's midfield. Jorginho was decent enough. Kept jumping on the floor, but other than that, he was decent. I thought Hendo was better than Kovacic. I think he was better than Kante. I thought that's why, for the majority of when Liverpool, especially in the first half, I thought Liverpool were dominating to an extent. And also, another Hendo shuffle. Got to give him some credit for that. As Stephen O'Sullivan says in the chat, it's becoming a regular occurrence. Yeah, it's amazing. Some people have goal celebrations. Our captain has a trophy lift celebration. That just echoes kind of where Liverpool Football Club are right now. I should have mentioned, by the way, yeah, and it's a good point actually from Simon. Like Trent did score a penalty, and I didn't mention that before. He did. It was a really good penalty as well. You're absolutely right, he did. I'll give him the half mark for a couple of position errors, but it's fine. 9.5 a really good score. It is all what it is. Right, then, have a breath. It's time to talk about Thiago Alcantara. He's got this thing in him at the moment, and I said this on the live watch song as well. He has got a brain fart in him. He really has. That one where he just got the ball past to him and he just forgot to kick it, and Chelsea were on the attack. He does some silly things sometimes, but for the majority, he is a top player. The penalty, outrageous. Outrageous penalty. There was a little, whatever, a little P-roll, like a little ding down the middle, absolutely brilliant from Thiago. Let's have a little look what you guys think as well. Andy gives him a 9. Perry does as well. Karma does, Jeff does, lots of 9s for Thiago, Gary, John. I'll be honest, I was thinking the same. I thought he had a very, very strong game. A couple of little minor errors here and there, but overall, yeah, I thought he was really, really good. The pen was so good. Yeah, I thought, you know what was good as well, and Ross mentioned this on the watch song, as fair play. He won a lot of headers. He was good in the air as well. You know, for a little fella, he was really good in the air. I am going to give him... Did I give him... Yeah, I'm going to give him a 9.5. The same as Trent. Brilliant. And the penalty was absolutely fantastic. Naby goes off after, what was it, like an hour or so? I think I'm right in saying, from Milner. Up and down, I think it's fair to say from Naby. It's kind of the Naby experience. At times it's really, really good, and at other times it's quite frustrating as well. I'm just waiting for Naby to like really go and grip hold of a game and just become the Naby Keita game. He has got it in it, and I'm seeing him do it before at times. But he was okay. I thought he was good. Like I always say, a 6 is average. He's way above average. I thought. Let me see what you guys think. You've got 7s and 8s. Ross gives him a 9. I'd be interested to know why that is. Ross, not our Ross, another Ross in the chat. Naby scared me a bit. I don't know, I thought he was okay. I thought he was decent enough. I am going to give him... I'll give Naby an 8. Decent performance from Naby, but not amazing, not brilliant. Fine, decent. Very good. 8's a good score. It just... I don't know. I just feel like there's more to come. I always feel like there's more to come. Right then, let's move them over here. These were a bit narrower than that, weren't they? I'm going to start with Mo Salah. I think it's so hard to give him a score. He goes off very early on. I thought he looked all right until that point. He looked decent enough, but I'm not sure what I can give Mo Salah, really. How long did he last, Ross? Do you know how long he was on the pitch for? Will you let me know? Yeah. 7s and 6s, Liam. Yeah, you've got... I could play better, and I'm 54, just even from Mo Salah. Yeah, I'm not giving him a 5. I'm not punishing him for getting injured. That's not fair. He only lasted half an hour. I'll just give Mo a 6, which is an average rating. Because I thought he had a pretty average first half until he goes off. So that's fine. Not a problem with that one. Luis Diaz, BBC give him their man of the match. I think I'm right in saying, all you guys, let me know what you think about Luis Diaz's performance. I thought for the majority he was excellent. Really, really, really good. He needs to learn where the back of the net is, though. He really, like, so many shots go, and it's all like, oh, just wide. Yeah, but it'd be amazing if it was just in, just like get in the goal. That'd be perfect if he could start doing that. It reminds me a little bit, I don't know if you guys remember, as my voice, I do apologise if my voice is going, it's been a long old watch along. It reminds me a little bit of early Luis Suarez, where you can see it's all there, but for whatever reason, it's just half a yard out in terms of the final finish. I thought Luis Suarez used to, you know, how many times was he hitting the post or just getting wide, and then obviously it clicks one time, and then all of a sudden he's away and he's brilliant. I'm getting the sense that's where we're at with Diaz. It's nearly there with the finishing. It's not quite. If it does come, I'm pretty sure it will, he's another just phenomenon, because his all-round performance was excellent. You guys are all giving him 10s. He was God level as well. He just needed... It's hard for me to give him a 10 because I think he has 6 shots and not one's on target. Is that right? I think I'm right in saying that. You guys are all giving him a 10. His energy and his pace. Yeah, I do understand that. Danny says a 6 for me. 6 shots a goal, none on target. I'm not sure why he got man of the match. I think he was overrated. I'm stuck. You know what? I'm in a good mood. I'm going to give him a 10. No, I can't. I don't think I can, Ross. I don't think I can. I've got to knock him down. I think if you have 6 shots, you've got to make the goalie make a save. I'm changing my mind. I do apologise. Some of you guys are going to take up a bit of offence with me. He did work his nuts off, but I am going to give him a 9.5. I'm knocking half a mark off him. You have to make the goalie make a save if you have that many shots. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. Which one did he save?
The one where Mendy saves it with the inside of the...
Yeah, I think he should score that one, the one-on-one. Yeah, you're right. Ross referenced one when he goes one-on-one with Mendy. I think he should score that. Maybe I'm being critical, let me know. But yeah, I think it's... that's my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. It's absolutely fine. Right then, Sadio Mane playing up front. I thought Sadio had a decent game overall. He's relentless. Absolutely works his nuts off to Sadio Mane, and fair play to him. Last the entire game, when everyone, there's subs happening around him, he doesn't get taken off. I mean, it's a horrendous penalty that he takes. Like, awful. I've seen him. The ones he took for Senegal were so much better. Why couldn't you just do that, Sadio? Why didn't you just do what you did instead? Again, fatigue, and I understand all that. Let me see what you guys think. Yeah, you're right. People are mentioning about Diaz. I understand the Mendy one. I think he should have scored. We're moving on. Let's have a little look what you guys think. I think Sadio, if I go 8.5, would that be fair? 8.5. I don't think he created many amazing chances. Didn't really look too much, but he worked really hard. But like I say, I'm giving, for the penalty miss alone, it was such a bad penalty that I'm taking some off him. Right then, I have got the subs to do now. Let's have a look over here. Yeah, let's have a little look. I'm going to bring my iPad over here as well. Let's start. You know what? We're not used to having this many subs that I'm going to have to go skimpy on the cards and do halfies down the middle because we haven't got them. Right then, Jota. What do you guys think of Diogo Jota's performance? Again, didn't really hit the target. That one I did think he'd scored and he just dragged it wide. He's on for a lot of the game. I don't think playing right wing particularly suits him, to be honest. I don't know what you guys think. I was saying this again on the watch along to Ross. I found it interesting that obviously when Salah goes off, Jota goes right. I thought it might have changed more, but it didn't. Jota for me, if I give him a 7, I think that's fair. 7. A few of you guys in the chat saying 7. Yeah, it's a great. You know what? His penalty was so good. That gives him an extra mark. Or I'm going to give him an 8. Oh, I went to give him an 8 then. Do I give him an... Yeah, 8. 8. Kostas Tsimikas gets a 10. In straight away. Scored the winning penalty. Greek Scouser, what a fella. No need to overanalyse it too much. Good decision from Jürgen to bring him on as well. Andy Robertson did look absolutely knackered. I'm going to give him a 10. He just gets a 10. He scored the winning penalty. That's just the way it is. I thought the decision to replace Virgil van Dijk with Joel Matip, eyebrows were raised. Eyebrows across the nation were raised, I'm sure. Maybe even across the world as well. Matip was imperious. Absolutely brilliant. He gets a 10 from me. Would you agree? Would you guys agree? I thought he was excellent. Only half an hour, I understand it, but he was excellent. I thought he dealt with the threat so well. A couple of times on the cover, getting round, getting blocks in. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. Bobby Firmino, I thought was terrible. Again, he just couldn't seem to find a pass. The ball was bouncing off him. It was like we brought this lad on as fresh legs. Like we need an impact from the subs. We've had to take all the knackered lads off. Bobby, please do something. And he didn't. Thought he was really poor. Takes a good penalty. Give him that. Really good penalty. Pressure situation for Bobby Firmino. But I thought his overall game was rubbish. I'm going to give him a 6. I thought his performance was maybe a 5-ish, but I thought the penalty was really good. I don't think it was a very good... I don't think it was a good performance from Bobby overall in general. James Milner, on the other hand, I thought was magnificent. Walks on, smashes Reece James, which fair enough, absolutely fair play. I think Milner was really... What do you reckon, Ross, and Milner as well? You can get your thoughts in. Ross is sitting in the studio, by the way, as well. High. I thought Milner was really, really good. I'm going to wait for the live chat seems to be on a bit of delay here. Maybe there's too many of you watching. There's loads of you watching. Over 1,500 people, it looks like, are watching. So thanks very much for getting involved. I think I am going to give Milner a solid 9. I think that's fair. Yeah, Milner gets a 9. Right then, so my Liverpool player ratings, I thought Milner was a really good sub. Really good sub. It was a great decision from Jürgen to bring him on when he did at the time. He brought him on for Keita, obviously, in normal time. I thought it was a good decision. Whew, let's go through it. One more time. Alisson, 10. Robertson, 8. Virgil gets a 9. Ibu gets a 10. So does Trent. So does Hendo. Thiago gets a 9.5. Naby gets an 8. Diaz gets a 9.5. Sadio gets an 8.5. Mo Salah gets an average 6. He wasn't on the pitch very long. That's all that one's about. Jota, 8, mainly for the penalty. I'll be honest, really good. Tension was palpable when Jota had to score that one. Tsimikas gets a 10 because he's the Greek scouser. Well, he is. His passport says he's Greek, but we all know he's Scouse, as the song says. Matip was fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. 10. Bobby, I thought was really poor. Thought he had a really, really poor game, but the penalty helped him a little bit, but he gets an average 6 as well. He is only just back from injury, but yeah, I can only judge him on the performance that we saw. Milner gets a 9. I thought he was absolutely outstanding. They're my ratings. I now need to find out who you guys voted as your man of the match. I give 10s to Ali. I give 10 to Ibu. I give a 10 to Henderson. So they were my 3. If I had to choose who I would pick, I'd probably, I'd be thinking Henderson. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what you guys think. Joe, who was man of the match? Alisson. Becker with 38%. That isn't a high number, so the votes were spread out for sure. Diaz was your second place. All right, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I thought it was excellent as well. Not a problem there. So Alisson is your man of the match. Everyone in here is saying I should have given Milner a 10. Shall I give Milner a 10? Yeah, let's give Milner a 10. I agree, let's do it. There you go, Millie, have a 10. Won the FA Cup, fella. Brilliant. Have a 10. There we go then, the Liverpool player ratings. After Liverpool win the FA Cup, 2 trophies in the bag already. There's a major, major, major chance of them getting 3. There's still a slim outside possibility of 4. Who knows? It's likely not going to be a 4, but you never, never know. Stranger things have happened in the world. Let's just see how that one plays out. Thank you everyone for being in the live chat, all you guys watching along. Really, really do appreciate the support for the channel, or through the watch along, or through the day. It's been absolutely amazing spending the day here in the studio interacting with Reds all over the world. It really, really is extra special on days like today. It's really cool that we're in the privileged position to do this and bring you this show. And I love the fact that everyone gets involved. It's great. I am going to have a little quick drink because my voice is starting to go, and then I'm going to go back to the main studio where Ross is already in situ waiting for me. Like a lady waiting in a bed. I don't think you can see what Ross just did, and if you can, fair play. I'm going to go over there for the instant match reaction. If you want to get involved with Redmen TV, even more of us in your lives, redmenplus.com is the place to be. In-depth analysis on around every single game, more than you get here on the YouTube. Available both as video and in podcast form as well for you to watch on demand. Not only that, you get the entire back catalogue of all our documentaries, features and interviews. There's some amazing, like the level of production that happens in the things like the Hendo 10 Dr. Mural's Guide, the Craftsman of the Cop, the Story of a Crew. There's so much there for you, I promise you. Go and try it out, you won't forget it. It's only either £5 a month as a club captain, that gets you all the access to the channels and everything we do. If you go as a club legend, £10 tier, what you get there, you get extra perks as well. You get entries into the competition. So this month's prize is a frame signed shirt by Jamie Carragher and Dirk Kuyt. You also get access to our amazing Club Legend Discord chat as well. Tickets to some of our events. We had some of the Club Legends here today at HQ with us watching the game. As well as that, you get a chance to appear on your own Redmen TV show. Discount off merch, free merch, tons and tons, I promise you. Give it a chance, you won't regret it. And of course, you get to watch the instant match reaction, which will be streaming in about 20 minutes to half an hour, depending how quick we can get things turned around. Thanks so much for joining me. Thanks so much for the help, and I'll see you all soon. Ta-ra. Hey guys, thanks for watching the show. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want even more Redmen TV goodness in your lives, head on over to redmenplus.com right away. You'll get more in-depth analysis, more features, more documentaries, more interviews, basically more Liverpool goodness. It's like Netflix for Reds. You will love it. We love it. Head on over to redmenplus.com and sign up for Redmen Plus.